Okay, we'll get started and come onto your back, please. And you can straighten your legs or bend your knees. You can rest the knees against each other or let them fall out away from each other, however you're comfortable. The hands can rest on the ground. You might like to rest the hands on the belly and the chest just to guide the breathing, whatever works for you. And if you're comfortable closing your eyes, I invite you to do that. Just taking these first few moments to feel the weight of the body on the ground. Feel how it feels to be lying down. And then feeling the breath. Breathing deeply into the belly, letting the belly round. Just focusing on the belly at first, just inhaling into the belly, exhaling out of the belly. And then on this next breath, inhaling into the belly and then extending the breath up into the ribs. Exhaling ribs, then belly, belly dropping down as the breath comes out. Again, like that. And then on this next breath, we'll complete our 3-part yogic breath, breathing into the belly, into the ribs, and all the way up into the chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, belly. Few more 3-part breath. Inhaling belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling chest, ribs, belly. Okay, and then the breath can stay like that. And we'll just add some movement on top of it. Start by bending the knees and planting the feet on the floor right in front of the sit bones. Have the arms resting on the ground on either side of you. And then on the inhale, we'll lift the hips, lift the arms, bring the arms overhead, push into the feet, let the hips lift high. And then on the exhale, we lower down and we lift the head and reach the arms past the legs. And then inhale, arms overhead, hips lift like a bridge. Exhale, lowering, curling up, squeezing all the air out as you come into this little crunch. See if the movement and the breath coordinate with each other. So as the hips lift, The breath comes into the belly as the rest of the spine lifts. The breath rolls up into the chest. Then you lower down and start breathing out of the chest and the ribs. And then the belly pulls back toward the spine as you crunch up and all the air comes out. A few more like that. If somebody's there who's willing to be on camera, I would appreciate it. It's no fun teaching just to myself. Even though you're there, I don't see you. The last one like this. Okay. And then keeping the hips down, bring the arms overhead. You're going to lift the knees and bring them to the left, curl up and reach the arms to the right. And then you can either bring the feet back down if you want to work less hard, or extend the legs out and off the floor if you want to work more hard. And then bring the knees to the right and reach to the left. So either the feet come down as the arms come overhead, or the legs come out straight for a little bit more of a challenge. And then just alternate side to side. Knees go one way, arms reach the other way. Inhale as the legs come down or out. Exhale as you crunch up. Knees go sideways, arms go sideways. So if you weren't here on Tuesday, I wasn't feeling well on Tuesday, so we did a gentler class on Tuesday, and today is the class we normally do on Tuesdays. Few more. Let's do one more on each side. And then just straighten the legs out onto the ground, reach the arms overhead, stretch long, breathe deep. And then reach out a little longer through the right arm. Reach out through the right heel. Stretch that right side with your breath. And then switch sides. Bring the knees in, take the hands onto the knees. And then rock yourself up and balance on your sit bones without the feet touching the ground. Okay. Now, depending on your flexibility, either you'll take the big toes and straighten the legs and send them out, or you'll hold on to your legs if you don't reach your big toes in this position. Try to get your legs to go straight. Lift your chest, roll your shoulders down, keep your legs in the air. Nice, deep, relaxing breaths. And then bring the legs together. Holding on wherever it works for you to hold on. If you could reach your big toes, grab there. If you need to hold on to your legs at your thighs, that works just as well. And then lift your chest, roll your shoulders down. And then if you want, let go of your hands completely and just send them forward. Holding your legs up. Slow, steady breath. Okay, slowly lower the legs down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, slowly lower back. Inhale. Lift with the arms up in the air. Try to keep your heels on the ground. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming up. Seated staff pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, lower slowly, all on the exhale. Try to keep the heels on the ground. Inhale and come up again. It's okay to use your arms in front of you if you need that for momentum. Exhale and fold over. A few more like that. Inhaling every time you go up. Exhaling as you fold or lay down. The next time you come into the forward bend, we'll stay there. Keeping the feet nice and flexed. Press the thighs into the ground. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw the belly back toward the spine. Inhale long. Exhale, soft, relax. Keep the legs strong, pushing down, engaging the quadricep muscles, the big upper thigh muscles. And then inhale, reach up, arms up. Exhale, release the arms down. Beautiful. Now we're going to take the left hand to the right foot. If you don't reach the foot, just take the leg. So maybe you want to grab the big toe. Maybe you're able to grab the outside of the foot. Maybe you just grab the outside of the leg. But we're going to lift that right leg up in the air. Just start with the right hand on the ground, pressing down to lift tall through the spine. And then exhale, roll your belly to the right and send your right arm back behind you, looking at your right thumb. Now try to get the belly to breathe, even though it's twisted, and see if you can get the breath to move up through the twist and past the twist all the way up into the chest. And then as you release all that expanding, maybe there's an opportunity to move deeper into the twist, pushing your leg to the left, turning your torso to the right. Okay. And come back to the front and release down. We'll do the other side. So initially just lifting and having the hand behind you for support, pressing into the left hand. So right hand is holding left leg or foot, and then pushing down into the left hand to lift the spine. Make as much space between the vertebrae as you can, then turn to the left and send the left arm back behind you. Gazing back at your left thumb. Every time you inhale, lift tall. Feel your chest growing up away from your belly. As you exhale, rotate. And come back around to the front. Release. Circle the feet around at the ankles. Circle the other way. Appreciate the moments where you're not being challenged. Connect with your nice, deep, slow breath. Beautiful. And then we'll come on to hands and knees. So as always, I give you the option of taking the practice down a notch or bringing it up a notch. So if you want to just do a simple cat and cow, your hands are under your shoulders. And as you exhale, you round the back. As you inhale, you arch the back. If you want to work a little bit harder, the hands are in front of the shoulders. Fingers are spread. As you exhale, you do downward dog. As you inhale, you flip over your feet and come into upward dog. And if you want to work harder still, then you inhale into plank. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower and hover over the ground. Then inhale into upward dog. Then exhale into downward dog. Last round. And then let's all find plank. If you need to modify and be on your knees for a plank, then you're still in a plank. So there's a straight line from your knees to your shoulders, or you're in a straight line from your heels to your shoulders. So we're either going to hold plank or do some little yoga push-ups coming in and out of Chaturanga Dandasana. So if you're doing the yoga push-up, your elbows bend, but they stay by your side. You lower, hover, and then push back up without lifting your hips. Or you're just holding plank. Okay. Now we'll all come into plank and then push back into downward dog. Press the hands forward. Bring the chest toward the thighs. Let the head drop toward the floor. Roll the shoulders down the back. Press the thighs toward the wall behind you and the heels toward the floor. And then press your inner ankles toward your outer ankles, lifting your arches. Keep the hands pressing forward, every finger working. Good. And then we'll inhale and lift the left leg, bend the knee, flex the foot, and push the foot back behind you as you look under your left arm. Try to tuck the right buttock under you and flip the left hip over you so that your belly's facing sideways. Now connect with the slow, deep, rhythmic breathing. Okay. Bring your belly back to face the ground. Lower your hips and bring your left knee to your left elbow. Off the floor. Foot off the floor as well. And then inhale and lift the leg. Exhale and cross the left knee to the right elbow. And then inhale, lift that leg. Look forward past your hands. And exhale, step the left foot in between your hands. Bring the back heel onto the ground. And then lift yourself up, coming into a warrior stance. Back leg nice and straight. Start with the hands on the hips. Get a nice deep bend in that left knee. And then push back into your right foot. So your left knee and your right foot are pressing in opposite directions. You want to feel that kind of pull. Good. And then we're going to steer the right hip forward a little bit. In fact, let's send the right arm forward. And then just aim it to the center of you. Good. Beautiful. Now send both arms out into cactus arms. Turn the palms to face in. Pull the shoulder blades in toward each other, and then roll the shoulders down your back. Now try to keep the shoulders rolled down your back as you lift the arms up overhead. It should be difficult. You want to feel both things moving in opposite directions. Shoulders pulling down, hands lifting up. And then lift the heart, lift your gaze, push back into that right foot. Bring your tailbone under you. Take some nice breaths. Beautiful. Now we're going to send the right hand down onto the ground. Lift the left arm up. And then find your breath here. Now lift the back heel. Walk the right hand forward and lift the back foot off the ground, coming into a revolved half moon number 2. So the right hand is approximately 2 o'clock of the left foot, and the right leg is parallel to the ground, and you're turning your belly to the left. Okay. And then place the left hand down, lower the right foot down, walk the hands back, both legs straight, coming into a pyramid pose. First, inhale, pull the left hip back and send the chest forward, lengthen your spine. And then exhale and release over your left leg. Right leg back, but not all the way back, not as far back as a warrior stance. Maybe like a foot and a half between your front foot and your back foot, and both legs are straight. So you want to place the right foot behind you at a distance that allows you to have both legs straight and have both heels on the ground. And then fold as much forward as you can. Aim your right hip back. Bring your left hip down. Scoop your lower belly in and up as you exhale. Okay, now lift the right heel. Angle the foot to face forward. Walk the hands up and send the left leg back, coming into a three-legged plank. So the left leg is off the ground. You're in a plank with the hips down. The left leg is straight. The hips are down. You're in a plank. That's it. And then just send the leg out to the side. Left leg. And release it down. Push back into downward dog. And we'll send the right leg up. Bend the knee. Flex the foot. Press the right foot back behind you. Look under your right arm. Slow, long, deep breaths. Wherever you are, let your breath help you be as calm as you can be. So, how do you exert the amount of effort that you need without an inch more? So, the effort is in the muscles and not in the mind. There's not a tensing, there's not a bracing, there's a calm flow of breath that's supporting the muscular effort. Okay, now we lower the hips and bring that right knee to the right elbow, a different kind of three-legged plank, holding the knee to the elbow for a breath. Nice. And then inhale, lifting the leg up, back into your three-legged dog. And then exhale, crossing the knee over to the left elbow. And then inhale, leg up, look forward. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. Back heel is on the ground, coming into a warrior stance, lifting up, hands on the hips. And then slide that right knee forward, push the left thigh back, and press back into the left foot. Aim the hips to the right, send the left arm out in front of you, and then bring it to the center of you. Just to have that little tiny turn. Great. And then take your cactus arms. See if you can send the elbows back and bring the shoulder blades in toward the spine, in toward each other. Palms face in. Pull the shoulders down. So it's subtle, but you might actually see that movement of the shoulders rolling down the back. And then keep the shoulders pulled down. Really work to pull them down even as you lift the arms up. Coming into our warrior one. And then lift the chest, lift the gaze. Press back into the left foot. Press forward with the tailbone. Breathe belly, ribs, chest. See if you can feel the calm and sink with your exhale. Beautiful. Left hand comes down. Just a gentle twist as the right arm comes up, rotating the belly just to prepare for our next posture. Still breathing, belly, ribs, chest. And then lift the back heel. And then bring the left hand forward to about 10 o'clock of the right foot. And then lift the back leg. Get it parallel to the ground. And drop your left ribs down so you're still turning to the right. And still breathing, belly, ribs, chest. That is the key. The posture, it's important, but it's secondary. Okay, release the right hand down. And then that left foot just comes down in the perfect place wherever the foot lands. And then as you walk the hands back, the heel can come down. And then we'll lift the torso, pull the right hip back, bring the heart forward, inhale long, and then exhale, relax over the leg. Both legs are straight. The back foot is close enough to the front foot so that the legs are straight with both heels on the ground. And then fold over the leg any amount that you can. As you exhale, scoop the lower belly in and up. Okay, let the front knee bend, bring the hands to the ground. Come up onto the toes of the left foot. And then send the right leg back, coming into a three-legged plank. Both legs are straight, but the right one is off the ground. Always modify if you need to, bringing the left knee down. So that right leg is back behind you, Ming. Straight, and then the hips are low. Both legs are down. But the left foot is on the ground and the right foot is off the ground. And then send that right leg out to the right, as wide as you can. Good. And then bring it back and push yourself back into downward dog. Last one of the class. Let the head release down. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth and shake the head no. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Shake the head yes. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. Shake the head all around. And then walk the feet up to the hands. Bend deeply in the knees. And then keep the knees bent, feet hip width apart, and lift the arms, lift the torso, keeping the knees bent, keeping the heels on the ground. Roll the shoulders down the back. And then look down at your knees and see if you can see your toes past your knees. And if not, lean back into your heels until you can see your toes. Lengthen through your spine. Beautiful. Bring your hands together at the heart. Take a breath in, and we'll twist again. Going to the left, hooking the arm over the left thigh. Knees are bent. Yep. And now weight is in that left foot. And we're going to step the right foot back into a lunge. Staying in the twist. Looking over your left shoulder or elbow. Press the left hand down to the right hand to twist even deeper. Okay, take your gaze to the floor in front of you. Step the right foot back. Lift back up into awkward pose, Utkatasana. Weight is in the heels so that you can see your toes. Hands come together at the heart. Take a breath in. And exhale, twist to the right, hooking the left elbow over the right leg. Breathing in and out, pressing the right hand down into the left hand, deepening that twist. And then lots of weight in the right foot. Step the left foot back into a lunge, keeping the hands at the heart. Keep pressing the right hand down into the left. Take your gaze to the floor in front of you. Step the left foot back, bring your hands center, and come all the way up, reaching the arms out and up. Beautiful. Bend the elbows, bring the thumbs onto the upper back. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Clasp them around the back of your head. Drop your chin to your chest and let your elbows hang toward the floor. Slow, long breath. If your breath got short and shallow, now's the time to reconnect with your yogic breath. Okay, release the arms. Let them float down to your side. Just being with your breath. And then step the legs wide apart. Make the heels as wide as the baby toes so your feet are not on an angle, they're parallel to each other and parallel to your mat. Beautiful. Send the arms out to the side, take a breath. Actually, let's be here in our five-pointed star for a few breaths, just to see how it feels to allow the breath to reach the tips of the fingers, the tips of the toes, the crown of the head, all 5 points of the star illuminated with the breath. Feel it starting in your center and radiating out to the corners of your body. And then coming back in, kind of breathing like a starfish from the center out. Good. And then we want to keep that breath as we come down and to the left. And just let that left arm hang, and we'll bring the right arm all the way overhead. Push into the right foot and reach out of the right fingers. And then see if you can breathe that same breath. Feel it expanding out from your center and then contracting back in toward your center. There's no weight in this left hand in theory. Okay. Then we're going to fold over that left leg Maybe the body is bobbing up and down a little bit from the fullness of your breath. And if it is, try to resist the bobbing and see where that makes the breath go. Okay. Come center with the body. Bring the hands onto the hips, elbows toward the sky, flat back, lift yourself up. Arms out to the side. Let's do a few breaths here. Breathing from center to limbs and head. Expanding and contracting. Okay, and then on your next exhale, reach to the right, release the right arm down, hanging, send the left arm overhead, and sink. Try to keep both legs straight, so it's not a side angle pose. Both feet are facing forward. Both feet are facing forward, and the heels are wide enough that the feet are actually parallel to each other. Both legs are straight, and we're just letting ourselves hang. Okay, let's come down over that right straight leg. Let your head drop down. Try to relax. Just breathe in, exhale, relax. And then walk the hands center. Clasp your hands behind your back. Lift your hands up as high as you can. Let the shoulder blades fold in toward the spine. Drop the head down. Drop the chest down. Push into the feet and lift the thighs. Fold the shoulders in even more. Breathe even more. Notice which thumb is on the outside of your clasped hands, and then release the hands down to the ground. It's okay if the knees bend. We're going to walk the hands to the right. We're going to let the knees bend. We're going to let the feet pivot. And we're going to come down. So you'll be facing the opposite way. It's okay. You don't need to see anything. We're going to come down and we're going to be in cow face legs. So I'll demonstrate it again from the back to the front this time. So walk the hands down, the knees bend, the feet pivot, and then you just come down. And the right leg is over the left. Unless I said it wrong and do it the other way, that's fine. Just stay that way. Okay. So we're going to lift the left arm up. And I apologize. If you have your left arm over your right, then you lift the other arm up. So Right leg over left, left arm lifts. If left leg is over right, right arm lifts. Great. And then we'll fold that that upper hand onto your back. Just touch your upper back with that hand, bending the elbow. Keep the elbow lifted to the sky. Yep, just like we did a minute ago with both hands. And then we'll reach the right hand behind our back and walk the hand up the back. Right hand behind the back, left hand over, trying to find the left fingers with the right fingers. And if the hands don't touch, most of you won't, then if you have a towel handy, hold on to the towel with the top hand and then grab it with the bottom hand so that you can kind of walk your way up. Deep shoulder stretch, deep hip stretch, cow face. Okay, and then release the hands, fold over your legs. Relaxing the shoulders down. Letting the elbows bend. Focus on your breath. So if you're at all experiencing what I'm experiencing, I know a lot of people really love this pose. For me, it's super hard and painful. But this is a great way to train the mind and the nervous system. So in the face of what's uncomfortable, how do we normally respond? We resist it. We push it away. We defend against it. So we want to practice teaching our nervous system a different way of being. So when something's challenging, we can focus on what's easeful and make the breath easeful intentionally. Slow it down, breathe deep, and focus so much on the breath that really you're just relaxing. And whatever discomfort there may be falls into the background. Okay, lift the head up. If your right leg is on top, the hands will both come to the floor on the left side of you. If your left leg is on top, your hands come to the floor on the right side of you. We're going to push into the hands to lift the buttocks. The feet stay where they are, but they pivot. We walk the hands all the way around behind us from one side to the other, letting the feet pivot just like we did before and coming back down. And now you should be in the same posture with the other leg in front. So the arm that's opposite, the leg that's on top, comes up into the air. If you're using a towel, you might as well just take the towel in your hand now. And then we'll bend that elbow and let the hand find the upper back. Then we walk the other hand behind the back and up the back, trying to find the fingers and hook the fingers together. Or grab the towel with your bottom hand and walk up the towel. Breathing in, breathing out. And release the hands. Bring them to the ground in front of you as you fold over the legs. Dropping the elbows. Letting the arms be heavy. Trying to embrace softness. Feeling the expansion of the in-breath. The surrender of the out-breath. letting go a little bit more, letting the weight of the torso release as you exhale, feeling ease. Letting go across the shoulders, upper back, neck. And then lift yourself up. Release your legs, shake them out. And then bend your knees again. We'll end how we started. Coming onto your back with your knees bent and your feet flat. Feet hip width apart, heels close to your sit bones. And then arms will be by your side, palms facing down. Press into your feet, lift your hips. And then if you're able to, clasp your hands under you with the opposite thumb on the outside of what you did before. And if you've already forgotten, then just do whichever one you're less inclined to do. If your hands don't clasp under you, then just grab hold of the outer edges of your mat and pull away from you with your hands. Push forward into your feet, lift your hips, push into your shoulders, lift your chest. If your hands are clasped under you, pull the hands apart. Keep them clasped, but pull them away from each other. Breathe, belly, ribs, chest. Keep pushing down to lift up. And then release hands. Lay your spine back down. Lift your feet off the ground. Bring your hands to your thighs, just your palms facing your thighs. And then push your thighs into your hands. As you push your hands into your thighs, and scoop your belly toward the floor. Release the feet down, relax your hands. Lift your hips, tuck them under, release your legs, shake them out. If you have an eye pillow and you want to place that on your eyes, go ahead. If you're comfortable closing your eyes, please do so. We'll rest the arms out away from the body. Take a breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Releasing the body into the ground. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, slightly parting the lips. In through the nose, out through the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind. Turning your attention fully to the feel of your breath. So the mind is still resting on the movement of the breath. And then we let go of the breath so that there's no effort, just the gentle resting of awareness on the flow of breath, however it may be. Feeling the body relaxing into the ground, just as the mind is relaxing into the feel of the breath. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move the fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest and rock gently side to side, allowing the ground to massage your back. Come center, rub the bottoms of the feet together, rub the palms together, bringing energy back into the body. And then roll over onto either side, resting your head on your bottom arm, resting your body on the ground, feeling the support. Really just taking in how you feel. Maybe with some appreciation for yourself. Bringing well-being to not just your body, but also your heart and mind through your practice. Such a loving gift. And then when you're ready, slowly come up to sitting. Sitting any way that you're comfortable. The sit bones will sink down into the ground. Crown of the head lifting tall toward the sky. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale the hands together at the heart center. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.